Elizabeth, welcome to the family. And congratulations. I think I could speak for a lot of people here. Congratulations on marrying the smartest dumbass. On a slightly more serious note, Mike is a Marshak, and Marshaks have some very powerful genes. And we have some powerful genes that we've spent multiple generations trying to weed some traits out of the gene pool, and we have yet to accomplish that. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about these traits. You already have witnessed them, and so bear with me here. Trait number one, Dad alluded to this a moment ago, we smell our own farts. We are very accomplishment driven, and we like everybody to know that everything we've done. Unfortunately, it's not just a figure of speech either. So, as kids, Mike and I used to fight a lot, and his signature move was he would cup his hand around his head. He would fart into it, hold it in a closed fist, and then run up behind me and release it in my face. So, number one, we smell our own farts. Number two, we have our heads up our asses. We really don't know what's going on this time. I could make you all miss the first shuttle back, but in the interest of time, I'm just going to tell a quick story, which is, did anybody ask Mike a question about what's going on this weekend? I think for the last 2 months, every time I've talked to Mike, he's told me about the beverage llamas. I found out I was supposed to wear black shoes on Tuesday. Amazon overnight. Trait number three. Trait number three, and I promise this is the last one. There are some gems, so I could keep going. But trait number three is we are not just driven, but obsessively driven, almost maniacal. I think a lot of you have, at this point, heard the story of Mike hiking the PCT. You've smelled the fart of Mike hiking the PCT. What a lot of you might not know is that before that trip, Mike had never really hiked before. We grew up canoeing. We were very proficient in canoeing, and we actually looked down on people who just backpacked. And then out of nowhere, Mike said, hey, in a couple months, I'm gonna hike from Mexico to Canada. And we said, cool. So he did it. I looked it up. There was about a 15% success rate that year. I'm sure it was a lot less for people who didn't know how to backpack. But he did it. He was driven. He was never going to give up. Nobody ever had a doubt that he was going to complete this thing. The other piece a lot of people don't know is that before he left to hike the Pacific Crest Trail, he left his computer running in my parents' house. And the computer was mining for Bitcoin the whole time he was gone. And so he gets home and he's got somewhere close to 2 Bitcoins. Yeah. So to this day, the most profitable quarter of his life. I just had to get that one. So enough digs. Despite all those traits, and Mike certainly is a Marshak when it comes to some of those. He's also the most creative, brilliant, and more driven than the rest of us Marshaks even. person I know. And you know, this is something that's often cliche, but he truly is. For the first part of my life, my father was the smartest person I'd ever met. And when I was in my early 20s, he pulled me aside and said, no, Michael is smarter than me. And it blew my mind. It sounds stupid, but it blew my mind. I said, nobody can ever be smarter than you. Here we go. He's a dumbass, but he's really smart. So let me wrap this up. I know this is dragging on. So, you know, when I think about marriage, and I've had the pleasure of being married for a couple of years now, you know, one of the great things about marriage is in a partnership, you can make each other better. You can sort of muffle the weaknesses and bring out the strengths of people. And when Mike is focused on the right thing, if you're able to focus his drive on the right things, look out, world. Anything is possible. So let's do a toast. Raise our glasses. To the two of you, Elizabeth, may you continue to muffle his farts and focus his drive and brilliance. Cheers.
That was good.